Hi everyone, I'm Ryan Hanna and I'm the owner of the Virgo House Holistic Success Coaching. The mission of Virgo House is to create a community for connection and growth for women seeking a more holistic approach to their ambitious lifestyle. Here on YouTube every month, I'm going to be sharing expert interviews to give you the best life and business advice possible.
Hey guys, welcome to my fourth YouTube video. I'm here at LUFKA. I'd like to introduce you to Kelly with LUFKA. We are in the brand new location on West Beta Bay Avenue in Tampa, and we're going to show you a little bit about how to be more sustainable.
My business journey started out when I was a teacher. So I got the ability to go and live abroad, and I lived abroad for like 10 years. So I was in South Korea, in Thailand, I lived in northern Iraq in the autonomous region of Kurdistan, I lived in the Republic of Georgia, and I lived in Poland. And during my 10-year period there, I got to travel literally all over the world. And when I travel, I learn. And so I took all of these little pieces of every single culture and kind of made it a part of myself and my philosophy. And that is really the culmination of those 10 years experience is what created this store. So fast forward, I came back to the US. I was so bombarded with all the plastic, all the waste, just the way that we don't reuse things naturally, because we have such a luxurious life in America. We can just go buy something new at a store. Whereas in other places where I live, people had to reuse things. They had to be more inventive because they couldn't just go to Home Depot or go to Walmart or whatever. And so I wanted to kind of embody that spirit of sustainability. Reduce, reuse, refill. That's what we say, that's the motto of our store. So sustainability to me is a journey, just like my journey. I've always been passionate about the environment since I was a small child. My dad and I would go walk around the forest, and we would pick up trash 2 or 3, 4 times a week. My dad was the kind of guy, if he saw a litter on the side of the road, he would pull over and pick it up and put it in our car. And so that was instilled in me from a very young age to be a steward for the environment. And then, living abroad, learning about making products. In South Korea, they have the most amazing beauty products and personal care, and they use all natural products and herbs. And so, I kind of took all of those experiences and made this store.
What was it like shifting from teaching to coming back here and then going, oh, I'm going to open a business? What did that look like?
First year I came back, I was a teacher. We moved to New Orleans, and I was teaching at a middle school. And it was a very, very different experience. So that kind of, I felt like my teaching journey had kind of ended after, having such a fantastic experience as a teacher overseas, coming back here, kind of seeing the state of the education system in America, because it's so different from other places. Actually, our business journey started kind of in 2013. So when I was living in northern Iraq, in Kurdistan, ISIS came very, very close to the city where I was living in. So all those people fled, and they came to the city that I was living in. So one morning I woke up, I got ready, I got in my car, went to work, and there were all these people walking around the streets. And so the university I was working for, we developed, some places for them to live. And so I got to go and meet these amazing people. And a lot of women there, they could make this washcloth. So actually everything started from this funny looking washcloth, which is called a LUFKA. So that's why our company is called LUFKA. So this is made out of willow tree branch fibers, and they're all made by hand. And I wanted to help them, but I didn't want to just give them money, because people in those situations, they don't just want money. They want to feel like they have a purpose in life. And I said, okay, can you make me 500 LUFKAs? And they were so excited, and they said, yes, yes, of course, of course. And so suddenly I had all these LUFKAs, I was super obsessed with them, and so I started sending them back to the US to family, friends, my parents, all those people. And I asked them, do you think that this could be a business? And people said, wow, they're great, there's nothing like this in the United States. So when we came back, I was a teacher, we had all the LUFKAs, And then we started, making our website and doing the packaging and like labeling. So yeah, we started out with this, and then when we moved to Tampa, we started doing farmers markets. And we just had a bunch of LUFKAs, on the table, nothing but LUFKAs washcloths. And so people would come up to the table and say, oh, these washcloths are like so great, but you guys need to have more products. You can't just sell washcloths. And so we felt success. We felt like people liked our product, but we needed more products. And then I just started like formulating all of these different products, and somehow serendipitously, like every recipe just worked. And then we started selling those, and then we're like, okay, and we started making toothpaste, we started making face washes, face masks, and it just kept evolving from there. And suddenly we had so many products that we were like, okay, like we need to open our store. It's time. In 2019, I had this like deep feeling in my heart. I was like, we have to have a shop. We have to have it. Like, and then we were walking around Seminole Heights. We saw the space on Florida Avenue. I peered in the window and I said, oh my gosh, this is my shop. I just felt it like deep in my heart. Suddenly had this huge space. And we were like, oh my gosh, how are we gonna find like furniture to fit in this space? And so we said, okay, well, we just have to build it all. But so we just watched all these videos on YouTube and we built everything, all the beautiful furniture you'll see in our stores, we built it. That's another part of LUFKA, right? Is like everything is handmade, everything is repurposed, or if it's new, it's been made by us. Then we were like, oh my gosh, we have to fill the store. And so we started making more products, and we learned how to make Castile soap. And then from Castile soap, which is like liquid soap, we're like, okay, now we can make shampoo. So everything kind of like built upon itself and became LUFKA. Now we have our second location, and yeah, we're hoping to have a lot more.
It's such a cool evolution of an idea that comes from such an organic, genuine place around helping other people, helping women, being sustainable, and really introducing something into a market that really needs it.
Right.
In this evolution, what's the number one tip that you can share about how to be more sustainable?
Okay, the number one tip I can share to be more sustainable is, I always tell this to people, okay? Zero waste and this idea of sustainability is a really big concept, and it's scary for people because change is always scary. We get into our modus operandi, we just want to do what we do, we don't want to think about it, we go to the store aisle, we grab those items that we always get every week.
And it's so intimidating.
And
going zero waste is like, how? How do you do that?
Oh my gosh, how am I going to do that? And people feel like stressed out about it. But I say, pick one product in your life that you want to be zero waste. What does that mean? It means, okay, you're not using plastic packaging. Or if you are using plastic packaging, you are reusing it and refilling it. You're not using plastic shopping bags, okay? So let's say you go to the store, you forget your reusable bags. No problem. Just put your items in the cart and walk out of the store, after you pay for them, of course. Put the items in the back seat of your car, because I'm sure you have those bags in your car somewhere, and then put it in, So little tiny things we can do, like toothpaste, okay? If you refill one jar of toothpaste for 1 year, that's 1 cubic foot of plastic waste not going to a landfill, because a toothpaste tube, can't reuse it, can't refill it, can't recycle it. So we have a lot of different selections that come in a jar. So we've got like our purely white, which is spearmint and peppermint. We've got charcoal, spearmint, and cinnamon. Or we have tooth powder, which is what I use, and I love it. It's really great because this little jar will last you at least like 2 to 3 months. You bring it back, you just refill it. We also have biodegradable toothbrushes. These are made out of wheat straw, which is a biopolymer that was invented in Spain. So just pick a few items in your life and start refilling them. Get some reusable shopping bags. Get some reusable straws, or don't use a straw. Get a little utensil kit, right, with utensils that you can wash when you go out to eat, instead of having that plastic fork, knife, spoon, have your own in your bag. So it's like little tiny adjustments that actually make a difference. One person can make a difference. It's like the cliche, one drop in a in the ocean, it makes some little ripples and it will have an effect. So don't be intimidated. Do it one step at a time. And if you live in Tampa, we're here to help you. Come to LUFKA. I'm full of alternative solutions to help you reduce your single-use plastic waste. Another must-have, these are called unpaper towels, or you can use them as napkins. So this can be a paper towel replacement. We also have how cute on an actual roll. So you can just put this in your kitchen, you roll it off, you use them, you wash them, and then you put it back on the roll. Or you fold it back up and you got your little unpaper towels. Look at these. These are exactly like Ziploc bags, but they are washable. They're made out of silicone. You just hand wash that, dry it out, boom, you got your Ziploc bags. And then another must-have zero waste item, I would say, beeswax wraps. Okay, so this can be your plastic cellophane plastic wrap replacement. These are also washable, so you can wrap sandwiches in these, fruit, you can put it on the top of a bowl to keep it fresh. I think these are great.
When I go out with my toddler, because as you know, toddlers are picky, they never finish everything on their plate.
Right.
I keep these in my diaper bag and I use them for to-go food so that I don't have to use the styrofoam container.
Yes.
These are the best. These are so good.
Another thing you can do, donate your containers to us. Wash them out, bring it to us, and we can reuse them because people use our donation containers every single day. So yeah, I think just making a commitment to one item in your life is like very important. And if I would say anything, plastic shopping bags. It's literally a single use. So what does single use mean? You literally use it once and then you throw it away. Another thing that you can do is like produce, right? So try to shop at stores that have produce that isn't packaged in plastic. Don't use a plastic bag to put your broccoli inside. You can get little mesh, bags that you can put them in, and they weigh them. It's the exact same thing as that plastic bag, except it's not going to end up in a landfill because you're going to reuse that bag. So zero waste is not difficult. It's not intimidating. It just takes a little, switch in your brain and just say, okay, I'm going to be committed to this one thing for 1 year. And it feels great. That's another thing. Like, it feels so good. When I go to a store and I say, no, I don't want any plastic. And people look at me and they say, oh, wow. And I'm making people think. So it's all about making people think around you by what you do.
I love that.
Yes.
So I want to go over 3 gift box options. We have 2 $50 kits and a $100 kit to show you guys. So we're going to go ahead and walk through those now.
Our first box, which is a $50 box, is our zero waste starter kit. So this is full of all of those items that are going to help someone in your life be introduced to a more sustainable lifestyle. We've got our produce bags, beeswax wraps, our unpaper towels, love these, our unziploc plastic, and our bamboo utensil set, and our sustainable biodegradable toothbrush. And you could also throw a little tooth powder in there too as well. And then we've got our relaxing spa starter kit. So that has a LUFKA inside, a bar of soap, a candle, and a foaming body scrub. So wouldn't that make a lovely gift for someone who loves going to the spa? Make your bathroom into a spa. And then we've got the ultimate facial set. We've got a jade facial roller. I don't know if you've ever tried these, but they're amazing. You put this in the freezer inside of this bag, get it super cold, and then you massage your face. This is like a little microdermal abrasion, so just say no to Botox. You can use a facial roller. We have beautiful balm to oils, face rounds, rose water facial toner, and a face mask. And of course at LUFKA, you can mix and match and make customized sets for all of your loved ones.
All right, so we know that the holidays are coming up and it's really important that we shop local, shop with women, shop sustainable.